You're listening to KFWB News Talk 980. My name is Les Brown. I'm Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy, and we come your way Monday through Friday from 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock. And this program is designed to inspire you to love your life, to live your dreams, and to create new possibilities for yourself. And I want you to join me, and I want to hear if you've ever faced a life-threatening situation or diagnosis. I want to know how you dealt with it. If you dealt with it with fear or if you dealt with it with faith. My number is 888-539-2980. Now, let me share something with you. I want to put this in context. 14 years ago, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and I received 238 radiation seed implants. I'll never forget when I was at a BLS radio station in New York, and I read about General Norman Schwarzkopf and Sidney Poitier and Harry Belafonte being diagnosed with prostate cancer, and I decided to do a prostate cancer awareness campaign on that radio station, and only to discover that time that I had prostate cancer myself. I was shocked, and it just struck fear in me. I couldn't believe it. I sat there for a moment, and I called my friends, and at that time I was married, and it was devastating for me. I said, I can't believe this is happening to me. It's one thing to happen to other people, but this was happening to me. So the program director said, "Are you still going to do the program?" I said, "Yes, I will." And I continued to do. I did the show the next day, did the awareness campaign, and I resigned, and I decided to fight cancer full force at that time. I was going to go at it full force, and I did the radiation seed implants, and my PSA continued to go up. And then I radically changed my eating habits and went and stayed with my daughter, who's in the control room with me now, Ona, and we were juicing all type of raw vegetables and all type of organic vegetables, and she was taking care of me, my baby. You know, you got to have children who would look after you and loving me through this experience. And so that's why I'm still here. And then less than 6 weeks ago, this is 14 years ago, 6 weeks ago, I was diagnosed with cancer again. I have this pain in my back, and I thought it was a pinched nerve, and then I had acupuncture, and I had all various types of massages, and it just wouldn't go away. And so finally, I went to be examined, and went through a bone scan and a soft tissue scan. And so the person that took me, I said, "You know something you're not telling me." I knew she went in the room and saw one of the scans. I said, "Tell me, I'm not a kid. Tell me. I want to know what's happening." She said, "You have cancer of the spine." So I said, "Oh, okay." Now, the first time I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, I was afraid. I must admit that. This time, that didn't faze me. So I stayed up that night thinking about my strategy. I knew they're going to tell me I was to meet with the doctors the next morning. They're going to tell me, I thought, how they're going to treat the cancer of the spine. So I stayed up thinking about what I was going to do, because medicine can do so much, doctors can do so much, but you have to see this as a partnership. So I thought about the things that I was going to do. I'm vegetarian, but I became vegan. I thought about my visualization, taking yoga every day, doing my meditations, doing Tai Chi, doing a variety of things, doing 80% raw, everything I was going to do. Supportive relationships, minimizing any negative things in my life, negative people, and any kind of drama, changing my travel schedule. I cut back 99% of my speaking engagements. I only speak on the weekend, and now pretty soon I will only on the West Coast. I do not fly to the East Coast. I changed my life radically to let cancer know I am angry and I'm about to kick your butt again for the final time. Well, I did all of those things. My PSA was over 2,000. Just less than 6 weeks ago, over 2,000 less than 6 weeks ago. So I went in to see the doctor the next morning, and I was ready for him. And he said, "Mr. Brown, I need to tell you." And I said, "Yes." And so I knew what he was going to say. "You have cancer of the spine." I said, "Yes, I'm aware of that." He said, "And you have cancer on your right collarbone, and you have cancer on your rib cage." Excuse me? Yes. And he identified 8 different sites. He said, "You have metastatic cancer throughout your body in 8 different areas." Now, 8 is the number of transformation. Let me share something with you. I didn't know that then. My daughter told me about that. Now, I said, "Well, Lord, I can be transformed. I don't need to have cancer in 8 different places in order to be transformed, you know." So as he was telling me these different areas, I started laughing. He said, "What are you laughing about?" I said, "Man, I feel like Mother Teresa." He said, "What do you mean?" She said, Lord, I know you know how much I can bear. I just wish you didn't have so much confidence in me. And so we both started laughing. Well, I was about to come on the air, and I want you to listen to this. This is a text message. I took a blood test yesterday at LabCorp. This is what I just received. Groundbreaking news. Now, I'm going to tell you about being positive and following a process. Labs are amazing. I gave him my blood yesterday. Listen to this. Your PSA is now 272. Whew. I told my daughter, she started crying. She cried, oh, Daddy, your liver tests are all normal. They said I had a cyst on my liver. Your glucose is 86, not pre-diabetic. Your LDL, your cholesterol is 61. Are you ready for this? Let me tell you something. I faced it up this time because I'd been down this track before. I've gone through this. I went to Mexico. I went to the MD Anderson. I went to James Cancer Center. I went to Johns Hopkins. The first time I was panicked. I was going everywhere. I remember going down to Mexico. A lady broke an egg on my head and started speaking Spanish to me and then said, that'll be $250. I was going everywhere. I was going to every healing class and had people laying hands on me and praying for. I did everything. I was calling on Yahweh, Melchizedek, Jesus. I mean, I called the whole gang. Are you feeling the brother up in here, up in here? But this time, I had a different strategy, and I'm praying and all of that. But I knew this time, cancer don't scare me anymore. And I did a speech called, You're more powerful than cancer. As if God say, prove it. Okay, you bad. Well, I'm proving it. I want to know, maybe you just got a diagnosis. You're dealing with something. Here's something I can tell you. I believe the doctor should never tell someone they're terminally ill. I believe that they should say, my knowledge and ability to help you has terminated. See, more people die from a doctor's prognosis than from the disease itself. Your mindset is important. So I want to know how many, there's somebody listening who can identify with me, that you had a diagnosis and you decided that you were going to fight. You decided, no, I've got children. No, I've got a reason to be here. No, I'm not backing down. I'm not going to punk out. And then if you've experienced some fear, trust me, I understand that. I've been there. Call me. You can get a breakthrough right now. The number to call is 888-539-2980. What have you had to face? What have you had to overcome? 888-539-2980. Can you tell that I'm excited? Yes, I have. And let me share something with you. Laughter is important. You got to laugh a lot. Even homely people look better when they laugh. Just look at your radio right quick. Yes, I know I'm homely, but my mama loved me. Yes, she did. Listen, I want you to call me right now. Laughter is important. It fortifies your immune system. It strengthens you from the inside. People who laugh a lot, they have faster recovery from illnesses. It strengthens your lymphatic system, your immune system. They have less illnesses. They have better relationships. Having a positive attitude. Don't listen to negative people. Don't stay around negative people. I don't even take negative people phone calls. Let me tell you something. I deleted people out of my phone book. There's some people that's always there when they need you. They're energy vampires. When you're fighting an illness, and I see it as an episode, an initiation for an expanded way of living, you need all the positiveness in your life as possible. And there are some people that you have to let go. And I started deleting people out of my phone. There's some people that's always there when they need you, but when you need them, you can't find them. Well, I have supported relationships, people who love me, people who pray for me, people who meditate for me. I spend a minimum of 30 minutes a day visualizing killer cancer cells in my body, killing every cancer cell. They had to pack up and get the hell out. They said, no, this is our fool here. We got to go someplace else. He taking everything. He'll drink mud. I mean, and wheatgrass, whatsoever. He Zango, mango, he doing it all. The number to call is 888-539-2980. Call me now. You can see I'm fired up. 888. I am. Cancer scared of me. Cancer, no. I will kill it. I'm an assassin. Cancer took my mother, but she was a 22-year breast cancer conqueror. Mamie Brown was a fighter. 888-539-2980. 888-539-2980. Call me now.